this, see? Is that enough for you? Da, 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 da. Brought to you in part by St. Croix Rods, best rods on earth. Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Ardent, pure performance, all-American. This week on Extreme Angler TV. See what happens when you wait?
This is just a subsurface bait. A few twitches. I'll find the most aggressive fish, they'll be on that, because that's right on where they live.
We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back to Extreme Angler. Here in mid-April in Ontario. 2 days ago, it felt like South Carolina and Mississippi. 25, 26 degrees. I heard stories of guys catching all kinds of big crappie, big bluegills, sunfish, perch, everything was going. Well, guess what? We're out, and last night down to -3. My boat cover was frozen this morning on the boat. But you know what? This is Extreme Angler, so we gotta go out. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna catch these cold front crappie? I'm going to slow down, small little tubes, little grubs. I'm not going to do anything in a hurry. Find maybe the bigger fish by slowing down, put some coffee scent on the baits, vary my depths and stuff. But the biggest thing is getting my bait right in front of their nose. Crappie are not the smartest thing in the world. You know what? If you put your bait where it should be, right in front of their nose, sometimes touching it, just out of impulse like a smallmouth, they'll suck it in. But you know, you go to areas that look fantastic and think, man, they should be here, and you're not getting bit, they might be there, but you just gotta learn to slow down when you get these kind of conditions. Cold front mornings in the water in the high 30s. Seriously, that's cool. But we're gonna get out there, gonna do what we gotta do to catch fish so you can do it too. Let's go. Talk about preparation. You know, the night before, especially on cold days and stuff, you don't want to be playing around first in the morning trying to put a lead head into a tube jig and stuff. Be prepared. It only takes a few minutes, you know, before you go out. So I got different rods set up, different lengths with some grubs, different size floats, different size tubes, different colors and stuff. So I have some variety. That's the thing. Let the fish tell you what they want. You'll be better off in the long run because you catch more and bigger fish. Which one's going to be hot? This one? Anything with chartreuse usually is a ticket. I'll take a few out so I'm prepared and ready. Another thing, you see me just pulling line out. It's way much easier than always casting, retrieving, casting, retrieving. My rod's 10 feet long. I got about 15 feet of line. I can drop it in the holes, watch it, and I use my other hand to swim the jig like this and to feel those subtle bites sometimes. See, there was a fish right there. Wow, watch this. And just swim it and pop it and pull it out, drop it in, and I'm only fishing, you know, 15 feet ahead of the boat, not far. This is hand-to-hand crappie contact, one-on-one. You, your rod, line, and little jig. Hopefully some big slabs. Look at the size of these ones. Oh my God. Got him. See? If you're patient, you get them. Dunking. Decided to pick up my long pole, put a few in maybe for the live well, see if we can get any bigger ones for pictures. That's why I got 5-foot rods, 6-foot, 7-foot, sometimes 9 and 10. Going in stealth like, no float, just me, the rod, the line, small tube, dunking it into little clumps. It's a whole different way to fish. It's like fishing for bass, hunting them down. Once you find them, 50-50. Put it on their nose, either they spook or they eat it. Let's keep going and hopefully get some real good ones doing this. It's more looking than anything. Look at these clumps. This is what they sit in. Sometimes, I'm talking about the long rod. Watch this. See the slop here? Crappie left to hide underneath that stuff. All of a sudden he'll come out if he's there. I can put it right in the holes, ready? Right in there, look. They hide just like bass. You put it in and shake it a bit. If they're there, they'll tell you. If I turn around, I'm a little shallow. I'm gonna keep that sun on my back so I can see in the water. Let's keep moving. Man, you gotta put it right in front of their nose. See? Just like that. Oh! And sometimes they pop off. Doesn't matter. Hunting them down. I love it. See, when you see them, and it's pendling the bait coming like this, they're just chasing it real slow, close to their mouth. So cool. So cool. Way to catch them. Oh yeah, there's some. Right there. Oh, going too quick. Oh, I got spooked. See, if I see those little clumps, all sparse, then I see a little clump of weed, there's a good chance there's gonna be some fish. 1 fish, 3, 5. With crappie, that's the thing, they're schooling fish. So if you see one, there's a good chance there's more. If you pop it and miss a fish, put it right back in the same spot. A lot of times you just gotta put that in the right spot, another one will come over and eat it. Huge crappie, huge crappie. Don't move, don't move. There he is right there, look at him. Wow. Oh. Right here. Oh God, he keeps swimming. Look at him, right there in the sand. Look at the size of him. Oh, why didn't he eat it? Look at the size of that one. Got him. See? See what happens when you wait? Patience is a virtue. Respectable, isn't it? Fantastic meal. You don't eat a lot of these, but I'm telling you, they're so fun to catch. And it was freezing cold this morning. I mean, deadly cold. Sun came up, found a little back canal that's warm. Here they are. Now we're catching a few. Let's keep going. Dunking. Look at that little fruity tooty tube. And just stalking them down. I'm telling you, this is the way I love to fish for crappie because it reminds me very much of bass. And you know I love bass. Crappie hunter. Polaroid glasses, you just have to have them in this kind of fishing. Protect your eyes from the sun. See those little shadows of fish. See the clumps. See the fish himself. It's easier to see the line just jump sometimes. A little pop from a fish. Like, invest in the good pairs. It'll pay off. Look at the size of those crappie. Oh God. Boy, he flashed like he was gonna eat it. Here he comes. Ready? Got him. See? When you wait, when you're patient, you'll get them. There's a couple there, and you're patient. Look where he's got it too. Fruity tooty, eh? Boy, oh boy. It is the best of both worlds, this kind of fishing. You know why? I love it when it comes together. Seeing so many of these in front of you that get spooked. That's the worst of this. But if that's the worst, hey, you know what? It's fishing. Not every time can you go, just cast a float, wait to go down, set, set, set. We all love to do that. But sometimes you gotta hunt them down. It was freezing cold this morning. The sun's finally up. Still not real hot, just comfortable. comfortable spring day catching black crappie in a little cut. Keep going. Maybe get a few more for dinner. And it's just like dunking for bass. You know they're there. You got faith they're there because you see them, but they're much more susceptible when you make those short pitches ahead of the boat. You don't see them, they don't see you. Now, they're not the smartest creatures in the world. You saw them catching someone and putting it on their nose. But when you get different guys fishing, you know, you share the waterway. It's not so much that they're catching the fish where you are. Sometimes you just get spooked. When they get spooked, they get weary. I like them when you just take the line out like this, pop it out, you see them come, boom, just eat it. It's like a bass coming out of his little ambush spot. Like right there. Wow, that was a small one, but still. A little clump, and out they come. Amazing. They're right about there. Come on over and eat it, boys. You know you want it. Oh yeah, there's a couple good ones there. I see them now. Oh boy. Wow. Boy, the ones that don't want to eat it, they're so, I don't know what you want to say, man. Stubborn. The bait goes right by their nose. They're just like, won't even move like a statue. Then you get it by some other ones, they just charge it and eat it. When you get other guys working in here, fishing in here, you got to share the waterway, obviously. You just got to wait it out. Wait it out, like right there. Wait it out. Put it in front of them. Wait for those bigger slabs to come over and eat it. Right there. See? He's not one of the bigger slabs. Crappie, you were meant to come home, weren't you? Yes. I'm probably not going to get a lot doing this. I'm going to keep a couple for dinner. Let's put them in the live well, huh? Still, just a few little slabs off him. A couple little fillets. I got a 9-foot and 10-foot. This is a 10-foot St. Croix panfish series. 2-piece. The reason I got these wasn't so far to casting and stuff. I used the 7-footers for that. For me, this is all about this game. Dunking in shallow water for spooky fish. It's working great. The lever cast, made by Ardent. Smooth, in case I do get a big slab. 6-pound test, that's all you need. Little fruity tooty tube, little jig head, we're all set. Let's go get some more.
And now it's time for the Cottage Angler, presented by St. Croix Rods, best rods on earth.
Hey, this week on the Cottage Angler, I'm going to show you when I'm fishing a shoreline with sunken trees, lily pads, and birch trees like this to come down the water on a sloping shoreline with the Z2, and I find a tree like this. Look at, there's nothing else there, there's a few docks and things like that, but a sunken tree, look how far back I stay, and make those casts right up tight to it, okay? This is just a subsurface bait, and just a few twitches. I'll find the most aggressive fish, largemouth, smallmouth, pike, and they'll be right there. They'll be on that, because that's right on where they live. Dissect it by throwing to different edges of it. I'm looking for those fish to come up. It's a fantastic summertime bait. It's just subtle, makes a few twitches like that, and it falls. Unbelievable. First or second cast. And many fish that are maybe not really aggressive to come up and smash it on top. As this falls, they look at it, get a small twitch, and they just turn and just eat it out of instinct. You just get a reaction bite. And I'll just swim it right back to the boat and watch. Just dissect different parts of the tree. Sides of it, front, the thickest parts, and I'll leave it. Let it sit. Don't do anything. If I'm not getting the fish like that, I'll have a backup bait ready right here. What's that? The good old Strike King Zero. What that does is just sinks down into the realm of where the fish are, and if they're really lazy and don't want to come up, the Zero just goes down right onto their dinner plate. And they only got one option. You know what that is. Eat it up. But take your time with the Zero. Let it fall and make small twitches. So when you're going along shorelines, you see trees like this, you don't want to rush right in. Stay back, throw the Z2, let it sink a bit, find those aggressive fish. If you don't get any, pick up a bait like the Zero, throw it in, and put it on their dinner plate, and let it sink down, let them find it, and let them eat it.
Oh, there's some good slabs here. Oh, it's psychotic when you can see them like this. Perfect drift. I just need to be on some fish. Oh, there's some good ones there. Son of a gun. Come on, crappie. Come on. Eat that little tube. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna get a big slab if I keep doing this right here. Drift down like this through this stuff. Let's hope. Look at him. Oh yeah, we're in that clump. Look at him. Yes, yes, yes. See what I mean? Look how far down. That's how you want those crappies to eat it. He sees that come by the clump. They are not the smartest creatures in the world. He's just sitting by a piece of cover. Look at that. That's why you got these sharp hooks. Look at that, eh? See what I mean? Just a gorgeous, beautiful eating size fish. I love catching the real big guys just for the sake of getting the big prize, you know what I mean? Catching big lunker fish. But those crappie, eating crappie right there. Gonna be surrounded with fries and lemon wedges a little later on. Watch them play up hockey. See, this fishing isn't so much about catching a lot. It's about the excitement, chasing them down, trying to find them, trying to be smarter than them. Just stealth-like, putting the bait right in those little spots, dissecting it. I don't have to see all the fish I'm catching. I'm putting it in high potential stuff. And even though the canal has got all kinds of boats in it, all kinds of people fishing, it just goes to prove you can still catch them. If you slow down, take off that float, pick up that little tube, just put it in all the right spots. We've seen some big ones in here, boy. Love to catch. Good one. There we go. Another little decent one, eh? Comes out of those clumps. What does he do? He says hello to the camera. Wow, man. Just dinner plate size, eh? Just good for eating. But in this sense, it's more of a sense of accomplishment. Cold day, and I thought, who knows? But you know what? When you're getting them like that, after first thing in the morning, freezing cold, take what the lake gives you. That's what it's giving me today. It's giving me opportunities. I just gotta keep slowing down, fish a little bit longer, get a few more like that, maybe a couple of the bigger ones. If I get a big female, I'll take a picture, let her go. But those are the ones in the fryer, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A couple more, I'll be a happy boy. Look at the size of the crappie. Think he doesn't want to eat? Oh no. Even this. Look at that. Right on his head. Hey, is that close enough for you? Can you see him? Eat it. It's right on your nose. Look at the size of this thing. Look at, you couldn't get any closer to a 2-pound slab. Look at him. He's pretty big, you know. There's gotta be some good ones right here, man. at that one. Look at that one. See what I mean? When you wait it out, patient. I didn't even see him until he came out, turned, smacked it. Put him in there, join his buddy. But I'm telling you, it's nerve-wracking. You see so many spook away. Put it in a little nothing spot. Ding. Look at these clumps. This is the killer stuff right here. This is what I'm talking about right here. There's another one. Oh God. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter how many guys are in the canal, where you are, fish it right, catch them. Like that. Just like that. Going through the same stuff as all these guys. Same traditional stuff. Float. But I'm just putting it in isolated spots. What happens? Catch crappie. Put them in a box. A couple more and we're almost done. Man, there's some good clumps right here. Holy moly. Are they out here? Have they been spooked? Well, that's another day. Came out this morning, awfully freezing cold, -3. 2 days ago, 25 degrees. What happens to the crappies? Tight-lipped. Persevered, tried with the float first thing this morning. A few small fish, little fish, nothing to brag home about. And some bluegills and sunfish and stuff, but that's not what I'm after here. I want to catch some slabs. Got him. See? Put down the traditional 5 foot to 7 foot ultralights with the floats. Picked up my little Tutti Frutti, a 9 foot little jigging stick, which means I can just cane pole it down, back and forth. Guys do that a lot in Mississippi and Tennessee. Single rod, just jigging, all visible cover. In this case, it was just those little clumps in about 2.5 feet of water. Little depressions went down about 2.5, but those clumps, you just have to believe the fish were there. So, made the best of a freezing day. See? Sometimes put down the traditional stuff, pick up the different stuff, single pole it, catch one at a time, but work at it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Extreme Angler TV, catching bigger crappie. Single poling, that's what you can get sometimes. Taking off the traditional stuff, get out the longer rods, little jig, little hook, some nice slabs with a dinner plate for me and you. I love you boys. And if you want more Extreme Angler, go to our website, extremeanglertv.com, and I'm sure you'll find us on all your popular social networks, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, because I know you're gonna like us.